Yeah, I remember that.
Dude walks in, big, fat, just clearly like, I don't do anything other than watch TV and tell these people that I know martial arts. And he has like 15, like I said, they're like 20, 25-year-old women. And then a bunch of there were a bunch of kids.
I was going to say there were kids.
There were a bunch of kids. There were like some probably all his kids with the 25-year-old woman. And then there were just like some teenagers and stuff, dude. We killed them.
And they all had, we were probably white belts, maybe. I think we were white belts.
Yeah, we hadn't been training that long.
And they all had colored belts on, like different colors, black belts, brown belts, they had all kinds.
Dude had a red belt on, if I remember right.
And Kyle, and this was back in the day that this kind of stuff would happen. That you would get people that were, you used to have to prove that jiu-jitsu worked. Mm-hmm. You really don't have to do that anymore, almost ever. It's like a very special occasion when somebody comes in and is like, oh, jiu-jitsu doesn't work. Yeah. And then it usually takes 5 minutes and they're like, oh, it works. But that group was absolutely, I specifically remember I was rolling with one of the kids that was about my age, maybe a little older. He was a brown belt or something like that. And I'm a 1-2 stripe white belt. And I keep triangling this kid. And he isn't letting me choke him unconscious, which is usually the sacred martial arts text would tell them. But he's tapping. And I hit him with a triangle at one point, and his mom / aunt / whatever is sitting on the sidelines watching. And I can still hear her voice in my head. She goes, he's got him in the triangle. And I'm like, okay, well, at least they know what that is. At least they're aware. Kid had a mullet with some cool stripes cut into the side of his head before it was ironic to do that. Yeah. Before it was this funny, ironic thing that people would do. It was no, cut his hair into a mullet. He's a fighter now, And
I left out the part where they all definitely train at a trailer park dojo.